Promotional consideration paid for by the following. This has been a bulletin brought to you by Hip Hop Resurrection Productions. We have now King Midas.
Yep.
The interview July 20th, 2008. We're almost ready for the TLC mixtape hitting streets near you, the Midwest, representative of Illinois.
Yes.
Now, we're going to get deep in this interview. We're going to ask a couple of questions here. And recently, we've been under attack by various amounts of people surrounding this album, this mixtape that hasn't even been released yet, and people are running like black roaches when the lights turned on. So, we're going to get back to that. Let's start off deep with some questions.
Okay.
Now, if you was in a position or situation where you can meet Barack Obama, you know, he invited you to the White House and you guys had a talk, what would be 3 questions that you would ask President of the United States, because he will be, unfortunately, but fortunately? What would 3 questions would you ask?
A black president, well, half white, half black president. That would be my first question right there. Like, do you or don't you feel that you are in the position that you are in because you are half white? I think that is a very controversial question. I think a lot of people feel that way too.
Wow.
Another question I would ask, think about this. Why do you want to put, what's the real reason behind putting 175,000 troops in Iran? What's the real meaning behind that? My third question would be, what role do you play in the Illuminati?
Wow. Talk about turning the light switches on that ain't even being used. Now that
would be my main 3 questions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody is watching this right now. They're going to call you a hater or whatever they say in 2008. But these are 3 questions for Obama, Mr. Barack Obama. If y'all watching this, YouTube, MySpace, you need to answer these questions coming from King Midas. These 3 solid questions, Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief. Go ahead and get back at us with that. And for those who got any questions or comments as far as MySpace or YouTube watchers, feel free to comment or ask. Or do what you've been doing.
Seriously. I mean, there's been a lot of people that's been attacking me, but there haven't been a lot of questions. And I really would appreciate it if people would actually do their research, and if they don't know, send me a message asking me a question about, you know what I'm saying, why I said this or what's going on, if you really that concerned. But just all out blatantly just trying to attack me and diss me, you look really stupid because you have no facts.
Exactly.
That's all I got to say about that.
Alright. Now recently, this past Thursday, once again, Giovanni, she had a show, and you rocked the mic, you did What It Do, featuring Lights Out, performed that live. And that was your first time you guys hit the stage together, pretty much.
Yeah, that was
chemistry.
the first time we done a track together too.
Alright. Everybody know the recent situation with you guys before the track.
Yeah.
Explain, how did that feel being on stage with Lights Out and doing that track, What It Do?
It felt pretty good being on stage with him for the simple fact that it showed how Chi-Town can actually come together, you know what I'm saying, actually show proof of this unity that we're trying to put together and come forth with the product and put it out there for the public to listen to. Me and Lights Out, we had a problem before. We addressed the problem, we talked about it. I told him my views, he told me his views. We did a track together, we hit the stage together.
That's, you know what I'm saying?
And it's pretty sad that only one person in Chicago is down with this unity, so we can try to actually put Chicago on the map outside of Common, Twister, and the brat, you know what I'm saying? That's all they know. There are more of us here. The Midwest is here. And that's what I'm working towards, you know what I'm saying? I'm not dissing the South, but it's time for y'all to sit down, and it's the Midwest turn. It's the Midwest turn. I'm all about the Midwest. I'm a Midwest baby. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't give a fuck where you're from. If it ain't the Midwest, I'm sorry. It's the Midwest time.
All right, understanding that. So that means, okay, so you pretty much almost done with the TLC mixtape?
Yes.
All right, what last finishing touches do you have to do on the TLC
Last
mixtape?
finishing touches that I have to do is I have about maybe 2 more solo tracks that I have to complete. I won't release the names of those yet. And I also have to get my covers finished. So I'm in the works doing that now, talking to this beautiful young lady. She stepped forth and wanted to help me out. I was like, cool. So she's going to put together my album covers, and that's pretty much what it is.
Okay. Does she have a production name you can shout out, or?
Her name is Brandy Jenkins.
Okay.
I can't think of her website right now. I do apologize. But she does awesome, brilliant work. I've seen a lot of her work. I'm going to promote her more. I'm going to put her out there more. Y'all will be seeing a lot more work from her. So y'all just stay tuned.
That's what's up. Are you artists looking for graphic designers?
Mm-hmm.
You heard the name, and keep in touch with Midas, and he's going to link you up with that.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. We got the Obama situation. Okay, recently, July 15th, Tuesday, Midas came out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think let's pretty much tell the world, because you say you got the album, right?
Yeah.
What's your intake on Nas's Untitled album? What is your intake on?
I feel that the album has great impact. It has great education. It talks about a lot of issues. But a lot of the issues that Nas talked about, we already know about and have already been trampled over. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of those issues that he talked about have already been touched. But issues that really, really need to get pushed is the Illuminati, Eye of the Beholder, like those issues, Congress, those issues really, really need to get pushed. Those issues are the ones that we really need to talk about. Yeah, we know about all this racism is still alive and the segregation and all of that, and if people still think about it in the back of their mind, and we know the history, you know what I'm saying, nigga, Niger and all that, we understand all that, but the Illuminati is the real issue. That's the real issue, and Nas didn't talk about it. I'm not going to say that the man don't know about it or not educated on the fact, but he just didn't talk about it.
All right. That is understood. And here, folks, we're going to wrap up the interview with King Midas, and TLC will be available very soon. You heard him, 2 more tracks to do, and it will be out.
Yes.
And that is mellow as the truth as it can get.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.